Hello everyone, welcome back again to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, we are going to learn about BCM module of ServiceNow. So without wasting much time, let's get dive into the session. So for today's agenda in the BCM module is what nine topic we will cover in today's video. So first is what is BCM, then disciplines of BCM, personas and roles in BCM, and then BCM workshop and requirement gathering, BCM general configuration, BCM impact analysis, business continuity plan, crisis management. Okay. So let's first understand what is BCM. BCM is a holistic management process that identifies potential threat to an organization and the impact to the business operation that compromises organizational resilience. Okay. So in simple term, if you will try to understand, so BCM means business continuity management is a platform application which is provided by the ServiceNow. In the ServiceNow provided, okay. So, with the help of BCM module, it will organize all those things which is required to continue our business. Okay. Suppose an earthquake happen or anything happen like internet issue, server down or anything. So these will be the reasons behind these are the reasons by which a business get affected, right? So in that scenario, in the business continuity management provide a lot of things like it will provide, first of all, detect what are the reason and what are the impact of that reason. Okay. And then based on that impact and reasons, they will give a plan how to continue after affected by that process, or before affecting, like how we can manage those things. Okay. So this is all about the BCM things actually. Okay, then you can also go through this one. ServiceNow BCM is a cutting edge solution designed to fortify organization against disruption by providing a robust framework for strategic planning and execution. Okay, so it will provide the planning and then the execution things. Okay, this module within the ServiceNow platform enable business to proactively identify potential risk, assess their impact, and develop comprehensive continuity plan. Okay. So okay, so once you will purchase the BCM things, BCM application, so they will install some scoped application which is as below. Okay, so first is business continuity workspace. Okay, so I hope you all guys are aware of workspace. So this is similar to that only, but for BCM the separate workspace is given. Okay, this is where we are going to perform the actual work, like the impact analysis, the planning, the crisis, the exercises, which we will discuss later. Okay, so the first thing, and after workspace, what is the next thing we can see in the business continuity management after installing the plugin, that is business impact analysis. This is very important because it analyzes the impact of the impact for the organizational um, elements. Okay, there this is where we need to create the BIA, see the result, dependency group, etc. Okay, so what that means, like once you will create the BIA and you will attach the element, like what are the element is going to affect it. I mean, for what you are going to create BIA. Okay, suppose element A is affecting right now, so or maybe get affected. So in that scenario you can attach the source table, sorry, the element actually, and then once the BI get complete, so it will give a result. Okay, based on that result you will you will actually identify that how impactful that is. Okay, Then there is dependency group, etc. Okay, so dependency group means like it will allow you to add all those dependent, like suppose you are creating BIA for element A, okay, and that element A have a lots of things. Giving one example, suppose internet is one issue, and within the I mean using that internet there are lots of application which is using the internet, right? So LinkedIn, WhatsApp, YouTube, and the website, other things, right? So in that scenario, if you will add the BIA, first main thing is internet, then the dependency will be your all the application which is using the this one call which is using the internet, okay. So this is all about the BIA. We will see more in these things later, okay. Just giving you an overview, okay. Then the next thing, what okay, business continuity. Ah, business impact analysis we have seen. Then planning. Okay. After getting the analysis result, like how impactful this is, then based on that, the planning will happen. Okay. This is to create plan documentation, recovery team, recovery task. Okay. So for planning, we will create a plan, like if this kind of disruption happen, then how we are going to execute, or how we are going to minimize, or how we get back, okay. So that things cover under the planning. And like after creating the plan, we have the plan documentation there, where all the steps mentioned, the teams information mentioned, where we have to communicate, and all those related to the planning is under the plan documentation. Then recovery teams is there. If in case we have lost some data and we have recovery plan for them, then we also we have the recovery team for the for that, and they will recover, okay. Then recovery task, in getting like to get the recover back, we can create the recovery task so that it will get recover back, okay. Then next is the crisis management. There this crisis management is to create, we have to create the crisis management. Then we have to test that crisis management, then exercise crisis event, and contain application for the emergency notification. So crisis management is like if something happen, like natural disaster or something happen, so in that scenario what we will do. So that kind of exercise, test, and these kind of things is going in the crisis management, we will see in the later, okay, session. Now, the next thing is disciplines of business continuity management. Okay, so there are four disciplines of business continuity management. Based on that, the BCM worked. Okay, the first thing is emergency recovery. In the emergency recovery, this is like as name suggests, emergency recovery. Like if something happens, suppose the fire happen at our organization. In that scenario, the emergency, the first things what we need to do is to protect the human beings who is there, okay. And then the things like the like the other object which is important, okay. So these are the collective activities begin from discovery potential unsafe and disruptive situation, assessment of the situation, to the selection of the strategy to best protect safety of organization, staff, and visitor. The goal is to ensure physical safety. So emergency recovery goal is to provide the physical safety actually, okay. Then another thing, the second one is business recovery. Business recovery focuses on responsive and resumption of critical business process with predefined established time frame, okay. So okay, suppose um, element A is affected 5 minutes. Okay, so like they have given, if 5 minute time frame, I mean, the for A 5 minute is fine, but more than 5 is not tolerable. Okay, so in that scenario, okay, sorry, let me explain it in detail. Okay, so BC Okay, business continuity management focuses on response and resumption of the critical business process with predefined established time frame. Okay, critical business process and objective are typically identified in the business impact analysis phase. Business identified recovery object should be a precursor to the establishment of the IT disaster recovery strategy. Okay, so how the business get recover. Okay, so that kind of thing is covered in this. Okay, suppose in the first thing, the physical safety we have provided, how we can manually do, or how we can organize that kind of things, that the minimum um, minimum or like maximum we get the I mean, at the time of disruption happen, um, at that time we have provided the physical safety. Okay, in the business recovery, what we will do after getting some like maybe the fire happened, so all the people get saved in the first discipline. Okay, now some object like computer, some like the place has been burned, right? So in that scenario, we must have some policies, insurance policies. Okay, so that will be utilized to get the business recovery faster. Okay, so in the business recovery, that kind of thing we have. Then disaster recovery focuses on the protect, recover and restoration of organization, critical technology, data and system. Loss of key system and the data do not pose threat to physical safety, but information technology outage can cripple the organization's ability to the product and services. Okay, so in the disaster recovery, this is again the same thing, like if disaster happen like earthquake or natural disaster kind of things happen, in that scenario also we have some insurance policy, so we will utilize that kind of things so that our organization get back soon. Okay, then the crisis management. It is the management level administrator to response, recovery, and restoration of normal organization activity. Crisis management methodology should be applied when organization face physical threat such as hurricane, fire, or flood. This also should be applied when non-physical threat occurs, such as potential risk to the reputation of the organization. Okay, so crisis management label, like if anything business crisis happen there, in that scenario how we will get the recover back. So if the reputational things happen, so how we will get that kind of thing back now. So those kind of thing is mentioned in the crisis management. The next is persona and roles in the BCM. So persona and roles in the BCM is first thing, like let's discuss about the persona in the BCM. First is program manager, plan owner, BIA owner, team member. Okay, so these three are the important personas. Program manager, this include business continuity plan manager, disaster recovery manager, and crisis manager. Okay, so um, uh, the program manager cover all these things, the manager level work. Okay, program manager are responsible for drafting the BCM policies to template and to assist the departmental manager on the BCM program. Okay, and then the plan owner, BA owner, responsible for accurate completion of. Okay, so plan owner and BI owner responsible for accurate completion of BIA for their processes, identifying the critical business process continuity. Crisis manager adhering to continuity plan, practicing in plan exercise and executing crisis response task. Okay. So these three are the personas. Then, like these personas, we will provide a different role, which is as the first is snbcm.admin. Admin will have the role of create, read, write, and delete access to all table in the BCM. Inheritance of roles. Okay, so it will inherit a lot of roles. Okay, then SNBCM program manager can access all the table in the BCM, inheritance of the role. Okay, then SNBCM planner. Okay, have the access of BIA plan crisis event. Again, the core viewer read only access to audit purpose, and then contributor have to contribute the BIA plan. Okay, then GRC approval admin can set up the approval configuration, and then approver can approve the BIA plan, crisis event, etc. Okay, here what we need to note that for BCM we have a separate table for approval configuration, approval rule, and we can create as per our requirement, and that we will going to see in our next session. Okay, so the another thing is the fourth agenda is BCM general configuration. So after you like up to here, three personas and roles in BCM, you have understood a big like an overview of the BCM, right? Now the next thing, what as a developer or like what we have to do in the BCM is the general configuration. Okay, in the general configuration, first we have to define the okay, element definition. So that is what, like element definition means you are defining some object, some organizational useful things. Okay, it may be the employee, it may be the assets, or it may be software, hardware, or any kind of thing which is used by the organization, and if that is going to be impacted anyhow, so that will give some bad impact to the organization. So in that scenario, the element definition will be created. So suppose company A have 50 elements, 50 assets, maybe that includes the employees, maybe that includes the software, hardware, or anything. So so you need to create that kind of element definition for all. So element definition contain the name, and then the source table. Okay, source table may be like it is the like best practices to use the CMDB tables only. Okay, and but you can use the different table as well. Okay, so suppose element like CMDB contain all the data and you are utilizing that, and in some scenario, the table is that element and the table is not exactly present in our database. So in that scenario, you can create a custom table, and like for best practice, just utilize CMDB things only. Like if you want to create a new table, just use the hierarchy of CMDB only. Okay, so these are used to connect BIA and business continuity raster. So means like you have a CMDB, right, and you have a BCM, but how you are going to connect these two modules, these two things? Okay, so that is through the element definition. Once you will define the element now, like element definition have name, which is going to utilize by the BIA and BCP and other things which we will see later. Okay, and this element definition also contain the source table name, that may be the CMDB CI names. So these two things, and which is going to be utilized. Okay, so now the another thing is custom table. As we have discussed that in some scenario we may need to create custom table if required. Service now recommend to extend such table from CMDB CI. Okay, then PDF documentation template. Okay, so there is a document template which you can modify as per your business need. Okay, as we complete each discipline in the BCM, we can download the PDF. Like after completion of BCM, like suppose you have completed the BIA, BCP or anything, so after completion of that now, there one PDF get generated, and that you can use as a user, as a manager, or as a team member. You can use that document, because that document contain all the detail, like what is the impact, what will be the planning, what will be the time of recovery, and all the details in the document. Okay, don't worry, we will see it in detail in the next session. Now, what is here, as we complete each discipline in the BCM, we can download the PDF for whatever it may be, plan, BI, etc. It's in a place, it's in a place when we have BCM application installed, we can make the changes if required. So the template have a format by default, which is provided by the service now. And if you want to change the format, you want to change the data, you can utilize that. And there is some template related script which you can utilize to modify. Okay, the next is BCM workspace. Let's understand this on ServiceNow instance. Okay, so let me show you the. Okay, business continuity. Once you will install the plugin, then you have business continuity workspace. Let me share the workspace view. Okay, so business continuity workspace is like this one. Okay, here you have the home. Okay, it contain all the things, like how many records is in progress, pending, return, pending approval, or anything. You can go right by using this arrow button, go left using this arrow button. Then here in the list view in progress, you can see. Okay, then monitoring and tracking of ongoing events. So here you can see not recovered to work in progress. Okay, close complete. So these kind of data you can see from home page. Okay, here we have for crisis event, all the things we have seen about the crisis event. Then business impact analysis if you want, so you can see all those things. Okay, then the planning if you want, go there and check. Then the next is exercise. Okay, from here you can create the exercise if you want to create planning. So you have create PCP planning. Then the business impact analysis if you want to create, we have create BIA crisis event. If you want to create, you can do from here. And then if you want to work on it, just click on the record and open, and then continue your work. The next thing is task. Okay, so here in the task, what you will see, it is all about your my pending task, the task which is assigned to me and I have to work on it. So that kind of thing is here. My item, all the item which is related to you is here. Then watch list, if you have added any watch list, that will be appear here. Again, it is divided into business impact analysis, crisis event, exercise. Okay, and here also you can see. Now the next thing is list. So in this is the list view of all the table which is related, the important table which is related to BCM module. So one is business impact analysis, another is planning, exercise, crisis event. So all these are here. You want that kind of thing, so you can go from here. Okay, you can create from here, you can work on that. And then next is crisis map. and this map is very important to understand the BCM. Okay, so see, if you have um, the BCM, so here what, like using this crisis map, you can understand, like suppose here some alert is given, here some alert is given, so all that kind of alert you need to actually integrate and activate that kind of alert. Suppose you want, in your area, um, the earthquake is going to happen or not, and where is your location, you can track through this map, like this area have some flood or some um, like raining or another flood kind of thing is going to be happen. So it will give you the notification, it will give you the overview, like what are the area is going to be impacted by that crisis. Okay, so this is all about the BCM workspace. Then business impact analysis, BIA, we have seen business analysis. Okay. Okay. So business impact analysis, BI. Business impact analysis is a structured process where we access the impact categories and dependency to predict the consequences of the disruption on the business process or business function. This is done by the first accessing the impact categories of the business process, and second by identifying any underlying dependency that the business process require across the different dependencies type. Okay. Okay. Now, so the next thing is creating BI. So for creating BI, what we require, the first thing is recovery time frame. RPO, RTO. RPO means recovery point of object. It is maximum allowable time for which we can afford the data loss. Okay, RTO, recovery time, like it is, I mean, time it would take us to recover from the backup. Okay, so RPO, recovery point of object. Let's understand. Suppose you are doing business BCM plan for call center. Okay, so in call center, like you can, if you have lost two or three customer call detail, so that is, I mean, that is tolerable for you. So that kind of thing will be defined by RPO, and RTO is the time frame defined. Okay, time frame defined, like up to 15 minutes you can bear, sorry, RPO is that kind of time frame, like up to 15 minutes you can bear that loss. Okay, but after 15 minutes you are not going to bear that. Okay, so RPO will be that kind of time, and then RTO is the recovery time object, like this, I mean, time it would take us to recover from backup. If you have a backup plan, backup, so that kind of thing, in the minimum or like how much time it will, like define a time frame to get backup, recover. Okay, recover from the backup. So that is RTO. Then MTD, maximum tolerable downtime, the maximum time a business can tolerate absence or unavailability of a particular business function. So if a function get affected, so the maximum time which is tolerable by the business, that I can bear 15 minutes, 1 hour or 1 week we can bear, we can continue our business in the absence of that functionality, but after that we cannot. Okay, that kind of thing is the MTD. Then recovery tiers, this is prioritization of planning and assets. So recovery tiers will give the prioritization of planning and assets. Okay, which we will see in the later session. Impact categories and impact rating for both RPO and RTO. So like if you are going to create BIA, you need RPO, RTO, MTD, then recovery tires, impact categories, and impact rating for the both RPO and RTO, which we will define by the impact category contribution. RPO, RTO can be used to determine their values and recovery tires values during BIA. Okay, so this is the example: categorization, revenue impact, regulatory impact, and the reputational impact, and the rating low, moderate, and the high, etc. Okay, so this is the recovery tab, business impact category, and impact rating. Okay, then BIA template, we are already working on BIA template, must contain the primary element to be access, business process, business application, location, etc. Okay, score BIA template basically. So BIA template, we have a default BIA template. As we discussed, we can configure the template also. Okay, and we will see in the later session. Score time frame mapping, this allows system to calculate RPO for the impacted assessment result based on maximum category score across all impacted categories. Then the assessment, this is to review impact categories and asset dependency. Here, user define the time frame during the organization would experience downtime for its business process, recovery time objective assessment, recovery point objective assessment, and dependency assessment. So, suppose some crisis happen, so then the user will submit assessment like we need this functionality back within 15 minutes. They can be here 15 minutes. That kind of form we will make available, and once user will submit, so after submitting that assessment, based on that the BIA impact and the plan will be perform. Okay, then business continuity plan, creating plan help organization to identify process, location, assets, etc. that must be recovered on priority when there is a disruption. Selecting plan help to identify element for recovery and time by which it should recover. Plan must be comprehensive with detail of assets that has to be recovered, team responsible to recovery of each type of assets, group to which plan is assigned, owner of the plan, contributor, and the documentation detailing on how plan must be executed. So these things will be documented in the business continuity plan template. Okay, then continuity, recovery, and crisis response plan. Okay, then creating plan requires loss scenario, plan template, recovery teams, recovery task, documentation, which we will see in the later session. Then the exercise event. To test continuity plan and recovery plan, exercise event can be created on plan date. Okay. Then BCM planner or program manager can create the exercise event, asset tab, plan tab, event task tab, recovery task related to activate plan, get auto link to exercise or on selected plan. Upon closing all tasks related to associated plan, we can update the result and close the exercise event. So crisis event, unlike the crisis exercise, crisis may strike suddenly. Business must be equipped to face the challenges and must be able to recover critical business functionality quickly to save it from business loss. So BCM planner or program manager can report the crisis event from business continuity workspace. Managing crisis event in the workspace help to minimize the downtime of critical business function and processes across the organization. Asset loss, asset to recover, plan related related plan and associated task will be get auto linked, and event task. So these are the things which is related to BCM, and the exact, I mean, what and how we can perform these things in our instance, we will see in the next session. So stay tuned, guys. Bye bye. Take care. Have a good day.